Welcome. This lecture is only for Windows operating system. If you are not on Windows, please skip this video. Alright, in this section, you're gonna prepare your development environment to start programming with Go. Alright, let's take a look at what you're gonna do quickly. Okay, in the first step, I'll show you how to install the code editor. In this course, I'll be using Visual Studio Code. I have tried a lot of editors so far and I've concluded that VS Code is the best among them for Go. However, if you love your editor, you can skip this step as well. And after installing the code editor, you will need to install Git. Simply put, it's a version control system. It keeps track of every changes that you make to your files. You're gonna install Git because Go has a central support for it, and by using Git, you can install external packages easily. Alright, after installing Git, in the third step, I'll show you how to install Go itself. So after you install everything that you need, we start configuring them. And lastly, I'll show you how to get and install the source code for the course. Alright, now open up your browser and to the address bar, just type code.visualstudio.com. Then click on this green button here. And after that, the download will automatically start. Here is the installation screen for VS Code. Let me hide my browser so you can easily see what's going on. Okay, now just click on this next button here, accept the terms, and click on the next button again. Just install it to this default path. Next again. Here select all the checkboxes, so it will be easier for you later that you can open it through the command line and so on. And finally click on the install button here. So uncheck the box here and click finish. Okay, now it's time to install Git. Alright, open up your browser again. Now I'm gonna type git for windows.org. Alright, here, just click on this blue download button right here. Okay, after it finishes installing Git, just open it again by clicking here. Alright, here's the installer for Git. Just click on next here to continue. Just click next again. Alright, here, select all these checkboxes except the last two. By doing so, it will integrate Git on your operating system and it will add shortcuts to your desktop, etc. Here, click on the next again. And here, if you want to use Visual Studio Code as your editor, then select Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's click next. Here it asks you whether it should integrate Git to your command prompt. It's better to integrate it so you can use it in the command prompt. So now select Use Git from the Windows command prompt and click next again. Just click on next again here. Okay, now it asks you whether you want to use Windows line endings or the Unix line endings when making checkout and committing. Here, just select the second option. It's because this option will help you to work with almost every other codebase. And then just keep clicking on the next buttons until installation starts. Alright, it's ready. Next, you need to install Go now. Let me open my browser again. Now just go to golang.org/dl. Here, click on the link inside this Microsoft Windows box. Now let's click on this downloaded file. Okay, let me hide my browser again. Here, just keep hitting the next buttons until it starts the installation like this. And finally, just click on the finish button here. Alright, that's all. You installed everything. Okay, now I'm gonna open Visual Studio Code by clicking on this icon here. Let me close these tabs first. They are not important for now. Okay. In this course, I'm gonna use Bash as a command prompt. It's because Bash is used in Linux and OS X operating systems and it's widely used almost everywhere. Here I'm gonna show you how to integrate the Bash with Visual Studio Code editor. Okay. If you don't want to integrate it, you can skip this step. However, I recommend you to use Git Bash. You can always change it later. Okay, when you have installed Git, you have also installed a minimal version of Bash actually. Here, just go to the View menu and select the command palette. Then type shell here. Then select this terminal, select default shell option. Here it asks you what shell do you want to use inside the Visual Studio Code as an integrated terminal. Here I'm going to select Git Bash. As I said, you can always open this option again and you can change your shell afterwards, okay? And now I'm going to show you how to configure your coding editor for Go. Now let's click on this extensions button on the left side. Here, just search for Go like this. This is an official extension for Go support in VS Code. Just click on the install button to start installing it. Okay, it's done. Now let's click on the reload to activate button to restart VS Code, okay? Alright, cool. Let me just close this window. Okay. And now just exit from the Visual Studio Code completely like this. If you don't exit from it now, in the next step, some of the extensions won't get installed, alright? This step is important. Okay, now let's open up the VS Code again. Alright, now go to the View menu here. And here I'm gonna select the command palette. As you can see, you can also press these keyboard shortcut keys to open it up. We're gonna use it a lot, so it's better to learn them now. On my Mac, it's Command-Shift-P. If you're on Windows, it should be Control-Shift-P, okay? Now let's click on it. It will open up a pop-up. Here type Go install and select this option here. Then click on this checkbox to install all the necessary Go tools and extensions. And then click on this OK button here. Now it goes and starts installing the extensions. It will take a while, so I'm going to fast forward it now. Some of them for formatting your source code automatically, and some of them for checking your Go source code quality automatically, and so on. Alright, it's done. Cool. Let me close this panel. Okay. Congrats, now you have configured your code editor. In the next lecture, I'm going to show you how to download the course repository, and I'm going to explain how I've structured it, okay? Alright, thank you for watching so far. See you in the next lecture.